And Comrade Kanayo Obidibo is with us this morning to look at the papers. Comrade, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. And as usual, we begin with ABS website. And on ABS website this morning, we have federal government sets up committee to harmonize data from oil and gas revenue.
FCET Umuze holds matriculation ceremony, cautions students against cultism and antisocial activities.
Igbo's advances technical ingenuity at Mbuko Obosi.
Leaders urge to eschew tribalism and nepotism.
INEC presents certificates of return to Anambra State Assembly members elect today. We also
finally, Obiano lights up Newi and Isuofia communities.
All right, those are the major stories we have on ABS website. Comrade, Obiano lights up Newi and the Isuofia communities. Well, what do you have to say about that? We also have the Igbo advances technical ingenuity at Mbuko Obosi.
That's good. Let me start from the lighting up of the two communities. It is a welcome development. It is commendable for His Excellency to have done that. And I really want to appreciate the Ministry of Public Utility that is handling these jobs. For instance, we all do know that where there is light, there is life. And more especially, the effect of all these communities that have been lit up is to make sure that criminals, hoodlums, don't have a safe haven where they hide to do those dirty jobs of either kidnapping or stealing or robbing unsuspecting Anambrians. So for Obia not to get to the rural area, I was driving from Oka to Agolo, and it was properly lit, and I went all the way to Newi. In fact, the one that interested me so much was the day I went to Okozo in the night. The express was still a death trap. So on my way back, I now decided to veer through the old road. And from the point at Okozo there, where the exposed with the express, to Oyago and Toka was properly lit, and you can see that driving in the night was no risk.
All right.
So I thank the governor. Then on the Mbuko Obosi thing, you see, there's a problem with Nigerians that we have not been able to transfer technology. But when you go to Mbuko Obosi, actually, you found out that the ingenuity of an Igbo man is in action there. For the first time, January this year, I was taken to Mbuko Obosi, and what I saw amazed me. And I say if, there's a good collaboration. Because you find out that the number of young men who were not in tertiary institutions that are there should be government or entrepreneur involvement of setting up kind of industries where most of these things these young men are fabricating. For instance, before you know it, your car is fixed. And these are average of young boys of about 12 years, 13 years that are not in the school. But they have acquired skills.
And maybe sustaining them or
that's what I'm saying.
In that aspect
yes.
to help them to get better.
So
also, when you also look at the knowledge sharing between them and universities,
yes,
I think we have a lot of universities in Anambra that should have harmonized with those people.
that is what
share
the practical
knowledge and
aspect of
content,
the
yes.
study, particularly in mechanical engineering, more especially. There, if you go to Mukobosi, you'll be amazed what an Igbo man or an Igbo boy is transforming.
And we are thinking of maybe sending them on IT, practical work, to these places. I know, what do you call the one in Onitsha, meteorological or something.
Yes.
That's institution in Onitsha. I know they do that kind of a thing, sending, their students on IT to all these places to see these things firsthand.
Yeah, that's how we lost it out in this town. Oka is known for blacksmithing. And when we were growing up, we met men who could fabricate any kind of gun. But because of a criminality, we lost out that transfer of technology in Oka. Otherwise, by now, government should have harnessed the knowledge of those Oka men who could fabricate any kind of gun. Yeah.
All right, let's look at the National Light newspaper. On the front page of the National Light, Audrey Carlo to bid for Senate presidency, also eyes deputy Senate presidency. Oka autocrat kills 2. FRCN, Igbo promoters honor National Light. Anambra government mourns Ohui Enwezo. Those are the stories we have on the front page of the National Light. We also take Kodita, the Igbo version of National Light, together. Aka baralo tu nwokerele nwatakịrị kowere gwogwu. That's the major story in the front page of Kodita. Anyị nwekwa etola National Light maka Kodita na ịkwalite asụsụ Igbo. A ga-arụcha ụzọ ugwu nwansi ike azụ ogbo n'ike tupu ọnwa Mee agwụ. Nke ahụ bụ nkwa Gọvanọ Obianọ na-ekwe. All right, those are the stories on the front page of the National Light. Orji Kalu to bid for Senate presidency. Do you think he has a chance?
There's no harm in trial. And besides, I am not of any political party. I don't have interest anyway. But if APC as a party actually wants to form all an inclusive government of this country, I think an Igbo man will have, because we have been hammering on, lopsidedness. We have been hammering on marginalization, and the 8th Senate, we did not, or presently as it is considered, have major principal officers from the Igbo extraction. Probably because they were talking about 5% that were given to APC. But from this election, what we observed is that the Igbo nation, the Southeasterners, actually gave His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari an overwhelming vote of over 20%, 24%, as against 5%. Therefore,
Southeast.
Yes, the AC. Therefore, those of them who actually emerged as senators of the APC as a party should be able to be given a chance. Then it was rumored that even he had won the election, he would have been the Senate president. Today, we have 3 Igbo senators from the APC, and those senators from whatever ranking that is being, George Okalo was in the House of Rep. He became a governor for 2 times, and then now he emerged as a senator. Therefore, he has acquired experiences that will see him as the next Senate president. But be it as may, we have seen that the frontliners on this context of Senate President are Alain Dume, Lawan. Lawan is from the Yobe State. Alain Dume is from Borno State. And it appears that the APC as a party has taken a position that, yes. And Alain Dume is kicking about. They have been visiting several mayors and then taking all manner of gift to MS to back them up. What chances do the Igbo have?
Or is it just Igbo or the Southeasterners?
Yes.
Okay, because that's the question everywhere. If the North has taken the president and then the West the vice president, and then the Senate president, number 3 man, is also going back to the North, the Northeast this time around. So where are the Southeasterners? Okay, but apart from that, looking at what is playing out in the National Assembly about APC sticking on Lawan, and then some members, strong members of the National Assembly, powered by the present Senate president, are now going for.
Yes, there are 13 of them who said no. The party that the business of principal officers of the National Assembly should be limited within the gallery there.
Do you think what happened in 2015, where
of course
was not nominated by the party, will finally emerge as the
that is what is going on now.
And that's exactly
the APC felt to actually look at the problem of 2015 and start to work on that. They should by now have zoned the offices. The likes of Ali Ndume and Lawan couldn't have, come up now trying to market themselves for their position.
Is it a party thing or the legislative things? Because party elections are over.
Yes.
These are 3 arms of government that are independent of
That's
their
right.
own. So are we not now seeing the executive trying to lord it on other arms of government?
But the point remains
otherwise,
that
why wouldn't they elect their leaders?
What happened during Saraki era is going to happen. Now we have 13 senators among the 63 senators of the APC who are saying no, and we have the 43 of the PDP who are there, and the same thing could happen if PDP as a bloc.
All right, so we'll continue with the discussion. Okay. We'll go on this short break. When we'll come back, we'll look at these issues and more issues coming up on our papers. Remember, you can also join by calling the phone lines on your screen. Stay with us.
Cool. Yeah, dial it back for a minute to the old school. Everybody love me when I do what I do. Cause when I come through, I got the power of cool. The power of cool.
Life evolves. You should too. 3G is great. 4G is better. Buy an Airtel SIM to enjoy double data on Nigeria's widest 4G network.
Is still press review on Good Morning Anambra, and we are looking at the papers and issues coming up, especially the NAS leadership as we step into the 9th Assembly by June. But now we'll move to the next paper, Daily Times. We have presidential poll, more trouble for Buhari as HDP, PDM, C4C file petitions against him seek nullification of his election. Tribunal grants Atiku PDP leave to serve Buhari through APC. He headed her promises to revive local government administration in Imo. 9th NAS, while we chose Ahmed Lawan for Senate President, that's coming from APC. Court decides Yakubu's fate May 16, a $9.8 million fraud trial. We have reverse 85 parties demand coalition declaration of results. Federal government, states, local government areas share 61.9 billion naira for February. Those are the stories that we have trending on the front page of the Daily Times.
All right, let's look at this. More trouble for Buhari as this coalition of political parties are coming up against him.
Yeah, that's the beauty of democracy. Coalition, alliance, these are the ingredients of true democracy, where people decide to come together. Because from what we have seen, manifestos of all the parties is like plagiarized in this country. So there is no clear distinction of the left and the right, or capitalists or the conservatives. So we don't have all those kind of ideology here in this country. And now that the opposition are ready to go to court, and if judiciary is adjudged to be independent, we should be able to look at the facts as presented by both parties, and the judges will be able to say, yes, we are convinced there are substances in their matter that should be looked into, or that what you have filed has no merit and therefore should be dismissed. But in this case, the election matter Buhari is a product of litigation. Over time, when he contested the election and he went to court severally.
So he never won.
Yes, to ventilate his position that, listen, I am not satisfied with the result of this election, either it was rigged or manipulated or otherwise. Therefore, every other Nigerian who felt either shortchanged through the ballot or they felt that it was not credible, it was not free, should be able to go to court with evidence, enough evidence.
Join us. Hello? Hello? All right, let's move on now. The stories or the outcome of the elections are still making waves in the papers. Let's look at the Nation newspaper now. On the front page of the Nation, Senate President Buhari, IPC leaders pacify Goje, Borno Governor Ndume meets, APC senators elect who PDP colleagues. Ruling party explains position, other principal offices to be zoned. We also have killer of ex-Ondo deputy governor's daughter to die. Tinubu is pillar of democracy, says Buhari. That's the message former Governor Tinubu on his birthday. We also take Punch newspaper together. On the front page of the Sun, we have of the Punch, we have Zamfara withheld certificates of return. Zamfara APC governor-elect, others write INEC head for Supreme Court. Our decision on Lawan final. PDP's votes unnecessary. That's APC. Our contest deputy senate presidency, says Carlo. National Assembly will pass budget on resumption April 2. That's coming from Dogara, the Speaker of the House of Reps. Federal government has to resume renegotiation of 2009 pact. Killer of ex-Ondo deputy governor's daughter sentenced to death. 4,998 voters to decide Adamawa next governor today. Those are the places we are having a rerun today in Adamawa State. And then on the front page of The Guardian, we have court clears article to serve petition on Buhari through APC. INEC gives certificates of return to governors-elect, others. Explains why Zamfara State was omitted. APC Senate presidency crisis deepens. Federal government has to resume renegotiation on 2009 agreement. INEC insists on collecting River State results April 2. The major story that will create a legal issue is the issue of Zamfara APC, where the Court of Appeal have said these people shouldn't have been on the ballot. And INEC is acting on that, but the party themselves are saying, you should give us certificates of return while we go to the Supreme Court.
You see, the electoral law or electoral act should be very clear on how anyone emerges from different political and how certificate of return are issued out. If the APC has actually won an election and there was result declared, they should be able to, hand them over the certificate of return. If actually, no, but the situation where they actually did not win election and the election is in doubt, and INEC as umpire should be able to tell the Nigerian people, and particularly Zamfara State, that this is the position of INEC on this matter. They are the umpire, they are the overall. Then the affected parties have that right to go to Supreme Court, which should be where it should be interpreted or determine the position of both, parties. Why? If I don't see why INEC, knowing that the electoral law is properly spelled out, should be tinkering on what to do. They should invoke the Electoral Act provisions.
But one starts wondering, how come they participated in the election after all the much talked about they not having any credible primary before the election? Because that was INEC stance before the election, and that you did not have any credible primary, so you are not going to participate in the election.
You see, it is a problem in this country that when judiciary makes a pronouncement, when decisions of court are taken, and we want to controvert it, we want to revise it, we want to reinterpret it in our own way, it is not done anywhere in the world.
That is just a problem.
All right, that's how far we'll go on press review this morning. Thank you, Comrade Kana Yobidibo, for joining us on the show this morning.
Thank you very much, Ida.
All right, good morning. Anambra continues as we look at our teams for today. Stay with us.